Hello everyone, my name is Rajin. On behalf of Sanctuary House Training and Retreat Center run by the Alliance Development Trust, we wish each one of you a happy Earth Day. We are celebrating Earth Day under different circumstances, but the circumstances which has benefited present environment situation. I hope the video will challenge you to think of this a little more seriously and how we can safeguard our Earth, not only for us, but for those who come after us. Thank you.
Hi friends, the first Earth Day celebration happened on the 22nd of April 1970. It's been 50 years and here we are confined to our homes against our wishes as a result of COVID-19. And this Earth Day, I'm sure, is overshadowed by all our efforts and hopes and aspirations for a cure for COVID-19. But let's not forget our responsibility to protect Mother Earth. Let's not forget how important the health of our Earth is to all of us. 3 things I would like to suggest that we all continue to do this Earth Day. Let us once again commit ourselves to doing our little part to keeping our environment clean. Do our little part to communicate messages that say, stop destroying our Earth. Number 2, that we educate our younger generation about the seriousness of climate change. Have more conversation at home about climate change. And number 3, for those of us who believe that Earth is a wonderful creation, that we wake up every morning, look unto the skies, feel that gentle breeze and say, Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful creation, Mother Earth. My name is Daniel Thambiraja and I'm wishing you all a wonderful Earth Day.
The greatest impact COVID-19 has had on the environment is that it has forced us, humans, to stop. And thereby forcing us to take stock of the impact of all of our actions, our consumption, our industries, our transport, our travel, all of our day-to-day activities that have been forced to stop have had such a positive impact on the environment in that it has been allowed to continue the way it does. And therefore we have cleaner, more breathable air, we have cleaner water, we have it contributes to a better quality of life to every species on this planet. And the only thing that's altering that way of life, that way of nature, is humans. And us having been forced to stop impacts the environment in great many ways. It is allowed to carry on the way it is meant to and it is supposed to, and the way it serves us as a species, a part of an ecosystem. The reason any of us should be concerned about climate change and about this planet is because we are citizens of this planet. We belong here. It is not up for a few other people to be protecting our home. It is for us to take care of our home and start acting like citizens and not guest consumers on this planet, but actual citizens who are responsible for the home that we live in. And when that is changing, when our actions are causing our home to start crumbling, to be destroyed, then we all should be concerned, because it is all our individual actions coming together collectively that has this impact. So concerning ourselves about climate change is a responsibility of every single one of us inhabitants on this planet. It is not saved for a few, it is for every one of us. And lastly, there's so many things, if we take on that responsibility, there's so many things that we can do. We can, first of all, start thinking like citizens of this planet and not consumers. So we have to be aware of everything we're consuming. Where is it coming from? Where are these resources taking from? What is the ecosystem services base? What are these natural resources that we are depleting from the ecosystem that we depend on? And we need to start thinking as these citizens who are taking and look to give back as much from there. Where everything we consume ends up? What is the waste we are creating? How can we reduce that waste? How can we start composting? All 60% of our waste is organic. How can we compost that? How can we start growing our food? We have seen just how reliant we are on our environment in these times, on agriculture, that we're not considering that we're consuming. We can start growing our own food. There are so many things that we can do. We can start thinking about our carbon emissions. How do we travel? Can we walk some places instead of just getting in a car and going? How much tree cover do we have? How many trees are we growing? These are all things that us as individuals need to start doing. We need to be looking at every brand, at all the clothes we consume, all the produce, and think, is this coming from a sustainable source? Is this coming from something that is positively impacting people and the planet? Because we're all one. We are humans inhabiting a planet. So if we're not thinking about other humans living on this planet like ourselves, then we also will have the negative impacts of the people that we are not thinking about and the environment we are not considering. So on this Earth Day, we really need to think as citizens of this planet and understand that everything we take, we need to look to see how we can give back. If not, our survival on this planet is really, really.
Hi friends, my name is Paul Navamani, and on behalf of Sanctuary House Retreat and Training Center, which is run by Alliance Development Trust, I bring you greetings on World Earth Day, which falls on April 22nd. The theme for this year is climate action. So in terms of identifying the negative impacts, the threats, the challenges, as well as the opportunities, the things that we can do to improve the planet that we live on, which is sustaining life for all of us. I'd just like to present Sanctuary House as a pilot or as a template for what we did. In 2011, we started planting trees, replanting, and truth be told, we later realized that the trees that we planted were not endemic, they were not native to that particular environment. So in 2015, we did an analysis with the help of Professor Chandra Bambardenia, and then we identified endemic trees and plants which could enhance the environment. So we started a wetland restoration project since the property is close to Nigamba Lagoon and Muthurajavala Sanctuary, so including mangroves and plants which support butterflies breeding and feeding, as well as many other trees and plants. We also created some waterways to help fish breathe. So the immediate impacts were the huge increase in fish life, fish breeding, and then going back in thousands back into the lagoon, supporting the ecosystem, as well as then fish bring in birds, and then a whole lot of birds which come in for the fish, as well as many migrant birds which come for the jungle which is growing there, which has been enhanced through our project, as well as even I think last year a fishing cat, which is a highly endangered species in Colombo, was spotted there. So in terms of the increase in wildlife, the tree planting has really helped. Another immediate impact is the quality of the air as well as the soil has improved. So just a small example of how intentional action can help the environment that we live in. Also, since we use it for training, it's a great space where we can create activities which help people engage with nature in a positive and a proactive way. So that's just a short example. And if we look around us, because of the impact of COVID-19, I'm sure all of us can agree that life has improved. The quality of life has improved in some ways. We have learned to manage with less. We know what we really need and what we don't need. And then because of that, we can also see pollution has gone down, our expenses have gone down, life is less rushed, and the impact on the environment, it's much quieter, the air is cleaner, and even in urban environments we can see that animal life has, bird life especially, has increased. Even the negative impact of COVID-19 can be counteracted by this positive impact on the environment. So even as we go back to life, slowly over the next few weeks and months, I think we should be conscious of how we can minimize our negative impact on our environment, as well as how can we enhance through our positive action the environment that we live in, the things that we should stop doing, the things which impact our climate negatively, and as well as the things that we should continue to do in a positive way, so that this planet would continue to be a life support system for us and for generations to come. So thank you very much.